organized at National Institute of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Hyderabad. Only after attending that workshop for 5 days, I could literally focus and understand the depth of entrepreneurship in Ayurveda. So, so entrepreneurship includes so many things, that is innovation, development, risk, initiative. These are the fundamentals of entrepreneurship. Yes, who are called as entrepreneurs? Those who find a way to generate profit, to provide a product bar service. There is a thin line of demarcation between entrepreneurship and business. I will explain in further slides. What is the concept of entrepreneurship? Recently, a new concept has come up. You might have gone through it in WhatsApps. Entrepreneurship plus Ayurveda has combined and made a new word called as Ayurpreneurship, where new startups, new ventures, new innovations are coming in the field of Ayurveda. So, keeping that in mind, entrepreneurship is an innovative function. It's a leadership than an ownership. So, entrepreneur should lead from the front, right? That is, so it is not only to introduce a new product or new method or opening a new market or new source. The basic thing is either it could be a product or it could be service or even any idea. The best example is recently our Piyush Pandey, an advertisement person, has expired at the age of 70. He created so beautiful ads during 80s and 90s, including in 2014, our Honorable Prime Minister was going for MP election. He said, Ab ki baar Modi Sarkar. So that was a tagline that made huge change in the voters' mind. That any idea can changes, he is called as entrepreneur. So entrepreneur is a person, entrepreneurship is a process, and enterprise is outcome. So here there is one sloka, Uddamena hi siddhanti karyani na manorathai na hi suptasya simhasya ಪ್ರವಿಶ್ಯಂತಿ ಮುಖೇ ಮೃಗಃ. ಎಂಥ ಉದ್ಯಮಿ ಆದರೂ ಕಾರ್ಯ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು, ಎಂಥ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಉದ್ಯಮಿ ಆದರೂ ಕಾರ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಸಿಂಹ ಎಂಥ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೂ ಸಹಿತ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಬಂದು ಅದ್ರ ಬಾಯಿಲಿ ಬೀಳಲ್ಲ. He has to go for prey, he has to go for his food. So like that, this is the meaning of this sloka. So in entrepreneurship, it's always consistency that do matter than our smartness. So that's what I said. Entrepreneurship simply doesn't mean business. It is a way of reaching out the people through genuine products, services, or any idea that can bring changes in society at large. So this is the area of discussion. Entrepreneurship means identification of problem first. Then you need to understand the business opportunities and micro enterprise promotion. So this concept, what I am dealing now, includes the inclusive parameter are teachers, students, and alumni. All the three sets, when they combine in a synchronized way, only then we can expect a good entrepreneur. So this is the theory part of it. Developing a business, resourcing, managing company, harvesting, discovery. So this is theory. We need not bother much about this. Okay. So this is a definition of micro, small and medium enterprise. You can Google it out afterwards, after my talk. MSME National Institute, Hyderabad. Really, we should be thankful to NCSM New Delhi for joining hands with the MSME to bring entrepreneurship in Ayurveda. I will show the further slides where you can understand the depth of MSME and NCSM is working regarding this. So here, micro means it is up 1 crore to 5 crores. Small is 5 crores to 10 crores. And medium is up to 100 crores. So let us not think too much about medium now. Even we can think micro also, it is a good beginning. Okay. The important thing is the plan and product, how it should be. So here there are some guidelines given by MSME that it should be technically feasible, financially it should be viable, commercially it should be profitable. Even if it is good idea, if it doesn't make money, then that idea is of no use. So commercially it should be profitable, and above all, it should be socially acceptable. However, the idea is good. If society doesn't accept, then it is of no use. So these are the qualities to be cultivated in entrepreneurship. Here, first and foremost is demand and supply. We should be able to supply what is in demand. So we need to find out the needs and wants. ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮೂಲ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸರಿಯಾದ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದು ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು, ಈ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಟೂತ್ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ನೀಡ್ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು, ಬಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆನ್ ದಟ್. Next, we should develop DPR, that is detailed project report. How to start, where to start, stepwise we need to have that. Next, we need to create leads and brand. Brand is very important. And most of the times, we pay for brands, not the product. Because the person, can you imagine Shah Rukh Khan selling Harpic? Man of 12,000 crores, richest actor in the world now, 12,500 crores, he is selling Harpic. So don't you think he don't have money? That is a brand he is selling. He is selling Shah Rukh. Even he sells Lux soap also. Right? So there will be a state where there will break even state when you start anything, that is no profit, no loss. And this is, as an Ayurvedic practitioner, all of us want to know this. Please, if anybody wants to ask, you can unmute and ask also. Usually it happens 90 to 10 principle. Savitri, madam, yaar unmute ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿ, because this slide needs to be discussed. Okay.
Sir, what is like we are there's a one like request that if they have any questions, it will be discussed at the end of the session, so that the session will at the end of the session, so that the session will go smoothly, sir. And at the end of the session, if they have any questions, they'll raise the hand, sir.
Okay, no issue.
Thank you.
Okay. So here in this entrepreneurship, always it goes 90-10 principle. 10% is what happens, and 90% how you respond. There is a once again small difference between response and reaction that we need to understand. And in market survey, I request all of you to personally put your name into these 4 columns. How many knows about our hospital? For example, we are practicing in a place like Mundrigi, Gadag, Raichur, wherever we are, and we have college in Badami, and we need to ask ourselves, how many knows about our college hospital? Like how many know our individual hospital? Second thing is, how many people knows about the facilities what we have? What are the facilities we provide? And how many knows the type of services we provide? Because this is the era of social media and advertisement and marketing, right? And how many knows the clinical success stories that has happened in our college or in our hospital you are treated? How many knows that? How many have published articles? How many have taken before and after photographs or videos to make public aware about the principles of Ayurveda? So these things we need to incorporate. Next is the customer and consumer. In entrepreneurship and business, this word is used. Customer is one who buy the product He may or may not use it. But consumer is one who purchases and who uses the product or service. This is a basic difference between customer and consumer. And usually it is said in Ayurvedic practice, catch them young and watch them grow. That's why we need to start inculcating Ayurvedic principles like Dincharya, Rutucharya, Swasthrute, and all those at school level. We cannot bring changes in a person of 30, 40 years. It is difficult. He becomes only customer. The consumer is a school going children. If you start implementing all these qualities in them, so by the time they become adult, they will be used to it. So at that time, they cannot be changed. They will be with Ayurvedic principles. That is the meaning of this, what they have told us. And service and care. This all practitioners, please go through this. Sometimes results will be tangible and intangible. Means sometimes it will be pursued by Pancha Dhanendriyas, and intangible is related to emotions and sentiments. Kwachidartha, kwachid dharma, kwachid deshya. Chikitsa nasti nishfalaha. So somewhere you will get that. It will not be missed. Sometimes it may be in the form of emotions, sentiments, and even blessings also. That's why patients' feedback, regular follow-ups are to be carried out. Most of us Ayurvedic graduates do Swarnamurta Prashan. Regularly we do asthma camps. In our college, okay, village camps we do. And in our college, we distributed Balaraksha and Swasthraksha kits of All India Institute of Ayurveda, Delhi. Almost 6,000 kits we have distributed to all the children of Badami Taluk with in cooperation with Block Education Officer, BEO of Badami, which was official program. And we got feedback also. So this is service and care. This should be, it's a continuous process. Next word is in entrepreneurship, prototype. Prototype is initially we need to prepare a small product for our confirmation, whether it is prepared right with all the ingredients and it has all the organoleptic characters of the ingredients, and is this medicine fit for administration. So that is in small quantity we need to prepare. For example, before preparing Chyawanprash, at least we need to prepare half kg, 1 kg of Chyawanprash 3, 4 times so that we'll get skilled and expertise in that. And our problem with Ayurvedic students is they have noted 4 reasons why Ayurvedic graduates will not incline or grow up to an entrepreneur. One is they have no conviction in Ayurveda concepts. They study for exam purpose. Now all of us know uh, council and commission and universities are student friendly because with the question paper pattern and all those students will get through. So they'll pass and they study only for passing purpose. So they'll be good in theory part. And in most of the colleges, including our college, I'm telling you, sometimes somewhere we miss that clinical material. So we need to compensate that in other way like simulation labs, skill labs, medical camps. So only then they'll be confident enough to believe in Ayurvedic principles. Usually we discuss in our staff meeting that is even a student who is in final year, he doesn't know how Virechana is done, how Sirodhara is done, how Basti is done, because he has not experienced it. Without the understanding, without the conviction of the principle, ಈ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ how we can explain to patients with confidence. So that is the first principle that is lacking. Second one is no clinical skill sets. And third one is most of important is no monetization mindset. We don't think big about money. We are constructed artha to only Purushartha Chatushtayas, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. We're not taught beyond that. Actually, now whole world is playground for Ayurvedic students, and everybody is looking at Ayurveda because of this psychosomatic disorders. So here, this is a one important area where we can focus on monetization, because nowadays even artificial intelligence is coming into medical field. However, the artificial intelligence is involved in medical field, but it cannot be matched to Daiva Vapashraya and Sattvaja Chikitsa. It, it requires counseling and discussion where artificial intelligence cannot do. So this is the area where we can focus regarding counseling expert. Okay, I will deal next. Next is no marketing tool set. We don't have ready-made marketing tool sets in Ayurveda. We need to start our own. That is also one of the drawback. So this is now coming to the opportunities. So in opportunities, we have two areas. One is blue ocean, another one is red ocean. So blue ocean is, you can see in this slide, it is new market. Here, competition will be very less in blue ocean, and sometimes it feels safe also. And in red ocean, competition will be more. Already there will be existing senior players who are expertised in the particular field. The best example given by them was like Dyson and Gelusil MPS. They are chemically all are same. But what he did, he has mentioned it's a chemical formula, what it chemical contains, MPS, that brought the change. So in red ocean, competition will be always high. So that we need to understand. And when you think of opportunities, you need to carry these four C's. That what they would do, because the trainees, the trainers who give training in Hyderabad, almost they have spent 30, 40 years in this MSME. They were very expertise, very senior teachers. They are very confident about the subject in depth. So they have given four C's. One C is concept, convince, contact, and confuse. If you could not convince, you confuse. Somehow they will find the solution. So this is industry growth. I will not go with this. Okay. One thing you understand here, the fourth line, weakness to be replaced by areas of improvement. Always we should not go with a negative mindset. Like, how old are you? Instead of that, you can ask, how young are you? So this is jumbling of words that makes a big difference in art of conversation. And second thing is here, scope is organic labor for foods will hike the price. This is what they should. If we keep same vegetables in two containers, one you keep it unlabeled, another one you keep labeled as organic. Obviously, people will opt for organic vegetables, and the price will also be high. And people will pay it also without any dilemma, because the brand is labeled as organic. So this is how we need to find the opportunities. Yes, competition is always there among lakhs of sperms. Only one sperm is winner. So competition was there before at the time of birth, and competition is there now, and it will be there in future also. So competition, ಒಂದ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಐತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಜೀವಂತ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೆಂಗ? ಸೊ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಕೀಪ್ಸ್ ಅಸ್ ಅಲೈವ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್. And these are the types of entrepreneurs. One is innovative. So it should be new. For example, now special treatment for overuse of mobiles like computer vision syndrome. In our institution, our Shalaka department teacher started a special program called as Jyotirgamaya, focusing on computer vision syndrome among Bodami Taluk schools. And we started Netra Kriyakalpas for them. And we got encouraging results. And so innovative we should think, and a different menu like Prakriti. In German and Japan, our food menu will be according to our Prakritis. Vata dosha Prakriti menu is different, Pitta dosha is different. In the same way, they like food, everything, tea, papad, soups, everything are there. Now we need to inculcate. I will explain. One of our college alumni is doing wonderful job. I will explain next. Next, imitative. Imitative is anukarane. China goods. China goods made in USA. Made in USA is a brand, and in Pune there is a village where they will find USA. There is one place, and the name of the place is USA. That is one abbreviation is there, and technically it is correct. They also put made in USA. Whatever Rolex watch you get, Rado watch you get, whatever mobile you get from America and China, next day it will be done in Pune. That is mentioned as made in USA. Third one is Fabian, so no risk taking. So it is family run business. ಮನೆಗಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೊಂಟಾರಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ತೇನೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫೇಬಿಯನ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದ್ರೋಣ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಪಿಯಿಂಗ್. ಈ ಒಬ್ರು ಏನಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ 10 ಮಂದಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡೋದು. ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಕೈತಿ, ನೋ ಬಡಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟೆಡ್. So it may be patients, our service, our ideas will be distributed, diluted among all the 10. So that is drone business. So some of the real entrepreneurs now, coming to the key factor of this topic, you might have heard the name of Mr. Srikanth Bolla. He was born in a blind family. After 10th, 9th, he could not get able to study science because of his blindness. In India, he could not get seat. And he was the only person who got admission first blind in MIT, that is Massachusetts Institute of Technology in America. He was the first blind person who studied with a scholarship. And now, in Hyderabad, he produces sustainable and eco-friendly disposable products and packaging solutions for manufacturers out of Areca natural products. And his now turnover is more than 100 crores. He is a blind person, and interestingly, all of his employees who is giving employment are in one or the other way, they are physically or mentally disabled. This is one of the interesting factor what they explained to us. Next, this Captain Gopinath, who wanted to make people fly in 1 rupee, Deccan Airways. I feel proud because of he is also we also both learnt in same school. And based on his biopic, movie is also made by Surya Potter. And this is one important slide I was looking at when I was going through the preparation part of this. See, these non-medicals, they are earning money, they are minting money by providing health services. See, they earned 10.2 lakhs only digitally, not physically, digitally giving awareness regarding menopause health awareness. And basically they are non-medicals. So this is one. Memory coach, basically they are engineers by profession from Bangalore. And what they tell is use of Shankh, Pushpa and Brahmi, Pranayama Yoga. Where our Ayurvedic students and we Ayurvedic flag bearers are not into it. That's why so many other peoples are involved in this and they are making money in the name of Ayurveda. So this is one Rasayanam, Ayush Agarwal. Now here he's a, as I told you earlier, it was Fabian. His family is running a business, so he continued it. He was working in America and he came back and he started this. Next, this is one of the important areas, pharmaceuticals. So now, uh, drug is not sold as a whole now. People are interested in active principles or active component of the drug. That is active pharmaceutical ingredient of the drug. For example, bromohexane hydrochloride in Vasa. And one example, so this is recent example of Badgi. You might have heard this. Oleoresin is extracted from chili. Recently, one of my school friend and my junior is into this business. I asked him, how do this business of extract? Annual turnover is almost 700 crores about this oleoresin extract, which is used in food, cosmetics, and all those, and it is exported. See, one drug can give us so much income, and this is third-party manufacturer where we have to give our formula to a manufacturer. They will manufacture, seal, label everything, and they give back under our name, and we need to market it. Okay, so they will not market. We have to market like Prakriti remedies. We have to give our formula. They will supply the medicines. This is franchisee model. This you know already. Ayurveda, Patanjali, so many pharmaceutical companies we take and keep stocked and will market it. That is franchisee model. The plan, design, and interiors, everything will be according to their design and protocol. Next, stockist. So this is related to pharmaceutical industry and pharmacy chains. So okay, this is not required. Ah, this is required. KRA and KPA means we need to focus key result area where if you put efforts, where you can get result. That's one. And second thing is key performance area. How our performance should be. These two things always should be kept in mind when you go for entrepreneurship. And these are the three R's. Okay. This is demographic, not issue. Market research is important. Before any you start up anything, any venture, you need to study the market because we cannot test the depth of the water with the both the legs. That's said in English. So first we need to understand the market research, and we should be confident and we should be convicted first. Mentally, we should have conviction that why I am doing this. In ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತೀನಿ ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತೀನಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನಾಕೈತಿ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇರಬಹುದು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಒನ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟರ್ಸ್ because when you start any business, always there will be competition, as I told you, red ocean. So competition is ಹೊತ್ನ್ಯಾಗ how our competitors are working on this, how much they are ahead of us, what strategies they are using. So these things we need to understand, and based on that understanding, market research, we need to make our strategy and work plans. So this is the customer profile. Okay, this is market research method, how you need to do. Ask questions, open end, close end. If somebody asks you whether pain is reduced, no ಕಮ್ಮಾಗೈತನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಮ್ಮಾಗಿಲ್ರಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ಅದು. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ರಿ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗೈತ್ರಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ asking the right questions. So this is job versus business. Here one thing is, job is if you are employee you need to work 9 to 5 till you retire. But if you become employer, it will be leveraging. So if 5 people work for 6 hours, it becomes 30 hours a day. That is called as leveraging. When you are employee, it will be linear working hours. So when your efforts are linear, proportionately our income will also be linear. So if we leverage our work, income will also be in that same pattern. Okay. I request all of you to please go through this slide carefully, because these are the website given by MSMEs, where we get all the information regarding investment, subsidies, government plans, government projects, how Ayush can implement in this. These are the areas of websites. My scheme, there are 2000 schemes. And when my MSME, here you need to become Udyam registration. So we get information and see provides 15% subsidy. And if the project is valid, relevant to the society, if it is really beneficial, you may get subsidy up to 35 to 40%. This is what they have told us when I attended the seminar. See, these are the incubation centers, Udyogini Yojana, and the best example is Madhukranti, honey production. In some areas, they will produce only Madhu, and that name is kept as Madhukranti. See, in Skill India portal, if you get registered and project is more feasible, then 35% subsidy you can get. And most importantly, this cultivation of medicinal plants. This is, I repeatedly tell this since last 20 years I am trying to do this. Now I am getting results. Some of our students are cultivating medicinal plants in their native places. ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳೆಕತ್ತಾರ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬರೇ ಜೋಳ, ಗೋಧಿ, ಕಡ್ಲಿ, ಹೆಸರು, ಮೆಣಸಿನ್ಕಾಯಿ ನಮಗೆ ಭಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನಷ್ಟೇ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಬೆಳಗಾಂ ಬೆಲ್ಟ್, ಬೆಳಗಾವಿಂದ ಅತಡಿ, ನಿಪ್ಪಾಣಿ, ಚಿಕ್ಕೋಡಿ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ, they are cultivating organic haridra, kumari, shunti. So like this, if you cultivate along with our routine crops, so cultivation of medicinal plants, and with the National Medicinal Plant Board, we get subsidy for this. So this is cluster development. See, as I told you, students should develop basic skills to progress. Practical exposure is must. And for valid projects, they have told that it is up to 60 to 90% grant is by Government of India. Hope I am audible.
Yes, sir, you are
Sir,
absolutely audible, sir.
you
Okay.
are, sir.
Okay. So organic waste into useful product. ಕಸದಿಂದ ರಸ ತೆಗೆದು ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸೃಜನಶೀಲತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅವರು. ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೇರ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಲುಕ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಸನ್ಸ್. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸು, ಈ ಕಂಬಾರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಪತ್ತಾರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಚರ್ಮಕಾರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ರೈತರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಸನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಯ್ತು. ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್, ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಂಟ್ರಪ್ರಿನರ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇನ್ ಟು ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್. I was surprised to know in that training, everybody heard about Ramosraw Film City in Hyderabad. It's magnanimous and its magnitude is very high. It has spread around 1,699 acres. That was given by government of Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, when Sri N.T. Ramarao was Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh to Ramoji Rao. And his product business started with amla pickles. ನೆಲ್ಲಿಕಾಯಿ ಉಪ್ಪಿನಕಾಯಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಂತ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೀಸನಲ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಹಿ ಗ್ರೂ ಅಪ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ರಾಮೋಜಿರಾವ್ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಸಿಟಿ. ದೆನ್ ಇ ಟಿ ವಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಲಾರ್ದು ಇದನ್ನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ವೆಂಚರ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಬಿಗನ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್. So this is where we can use diagnostic studies, the selection of area, agents, developments, and what medicine we can prepare with available resources. For example, ಚೋಳಸ್ಗುಡ್ಡ ಅಂತ ಊರಿದೆ ಬದಾಮಿ ಬನಶಂಕರಿ ಹತ್ರ. ಆ ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ತಾಂಬೂಲ, ನಾಗವಲ್ಲಿ is a main crop there, and it is very quality wise, it's standard one, gold standard quality. And recently we are starting preparing of that joy candy. ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಈಗ ಚಿಪ್ಸು ಕುರ್ಕುರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಜಾಯ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿ ವಿತ್ ಚಿಂಚ. ನಾವು ಸಣ್ಣ ಇರಿದಾಗ ಹುಂಚಿ ಚಿಗುರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಹಂಗೆ ಹುಂಚಿ ಹಣ್ಣು ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ ಜಾಯ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಕೈಯಾಗ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಚಿಪ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಈಗ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ವಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್, and students are slowly getting aversion to this junk foods. So ಹಿಂಗೆ ಯಾವ ಊರಾಗ ಯಾವುದು ಒಂದು ಡ್ರಗ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಐತಿ, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ. And second thing is organic guda in medicine. Instead of using the market available guda, organic guda is available in Maharashtra belt, Belgaum belt and Maharashtra. If I got friends there, ನಮ್ಮ ಯಾರೋ ಜೂನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರ, ಸೀನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಪ್ರೊಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೆಮ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎ ಜೆನ್ಯೂನ್ raw material for the medicine. And they have suggested that how we can promote this. Best area is self-help groups. That is Dharmasthala Gramina Abhiruddhi projects, where number of women will be involved in it. So this is one area where we can push our medicines. So this is about product manufacturing. Now coming to this, there is growing interest in Ayurveda, and entrepreneurs can create content in the form of books, magazines, websites, or podcast. See, in the name of Ayurveda, non-Ayurvedic people are making podcasts, non-Ayurvedic people are writing articles. I request all of us to please document the cases what you see in our OPDs. At least now we got everybody will have smartphones. At least document through digitally before and after, so that after some certain period of time, that becomes a good document, and evidence-based medicine is in the demand now. Now, areas of application. I request youngsters to focus on this. This Ayurpreneurship growth rate is 23% for Ayurveda products. So this is for your information. And where we can use our entrepreneurship skills. Now, Garbha Samskara is one of the important area. Now, so you got so many IVF centers are coming up. So parallelly, we should be able to establish Garbha Samskar centers. Ayurveda nutrition, instrumentation like Panchakarma equipments. There are already instruments. We need to modify to suit the present scenario. Agnikarma Shalakas. One of my friend had designed Agnikarma Shalakas. His name is Dr. Santosh Arjungi. He is professor in Bangalore, Department of Shalatantra. He has designed shalakas with panchalohas, which cost 5,000 rupees. So, like this, we can design instrumentation to suit the present scenario. Skill development instrumentation ideas. Nowadays, where clinical material is less, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, we can do on a simulation basis in skill labs. We need to prepare a modules with silica gel and all this required material, where like IV lines, suturing, incision, all these things can be practiced on such mannequins. Next, mano counseling. Okay. Sir, matta deha counseling kartane kya. All of us will focus on usually sharika doshas, but we ignore and we neglect and will not give much importance to mansika doshas or mansika bhavas. Nowadays, if you take 10 patients, almost 8 patients are disturbed now. So we need to be updated with Daiva Vapashaya and Sattvaja Chikitsa, then Yukti Vapashaya. And in Maharashtra, you might have heard about Panchabhautik Chikitsa. Really, I appreciate this Ayurveda Vyaspita Maharashtra people who are doing really wonderful practice. They prepare their own medicines, including ಕುಪ್ಪಿಪಕ್ವ ರಸಾಯನ ಸಹಿತ ಅವರೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು ಅವರು. They prepare their own medicines, they do their regular Agni Karmas. Regularly they do bastis in their OPD basis. And they focus on Panchabhautika Chikitsa. And you might have seen this Jina Siko Hospital hymns by Acharya Manish. You might have heard advertisements also. And this is artificial intelligence and Ayurveda. See, she is an entrepreneur, Swati Sutaria, has developed a special procedure called as Nabi Sutra, a wellness brand specializing in Ayurvedic belly button oils. ನಾವು ಇದು ಯಾರೂ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಇದರಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಇದರಿಂದ ಆಗಲೇ ಏನಲ್ಲ ಇದರಿಂದ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಏನು, ಇದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. Because it is a small procedure. See, but initially starting with 5 lakhs, now it's a turnover of 1 crore in first year. Simple belly button, Nabi Sutra. And now they are planning for Shatadavata Gruta. No, Shatadavata Gruta was a simple practical what we did in our second phase. But now they said this can be a game changer now in skincare industry. See, she is also a non-Ayurvedic person who was in banking industry. Once she was suffered, then she slowly shifted to Ayurveda, and she is founder of Ayurveda Sutra Wellness Center. And see this gentleman, Daniel Kumar Meena, and his name is his Ayurvedic brand is Girli Veda. It is they are focusing on Genji because of our lifestyles. You know, children born after 2012, they are Genji because of their lifestyles and overhauling their routines. They are focusing only on Genji children. So he is Dr. Shivanand Patil. He is my batchmate in BMK. UG Kude ಓದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Now he is expert in trichology. He has given franchisee for 64 centers across India, including ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅಲುಮಿನು ಇವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಈಗ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಾಗ ತಮ್ಮದೇ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 64 branches across India, especially Karnataka and Maharashtra and Goa. And ಇದನ್ನ ಬಹುಶಃ ನೀವು ಹೆಸರು ನೋಡಿರಲ್ಲ, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಂಗೆ. He is Dr. Tulsi Prasanna, Amrutam Traditional Ayurvedic Center near a small place, Sankanatte in Tumkur. We invited him as a guest. ಅದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಸುಳ್ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಂದ ಗೊತ್ತಾದ್ರು. ಇವ್ರು ಕರ್ಸಿದ್ವಿ. This is the food what they serve. And he has only 20 words. He is a graduate from Government Ayurveda College, Bangalore. Both his husband and wife are done MD. People across Europe, especially German, they come to this wellness center and they need to book for their consultancy 1 year earlier. ಯಾರು ನಂಬ್ತೀರಿ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷ ಅರ್ಲಿ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಸ್ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಸಣ್ಣ ಗ್ರಾಮ ಐತೆ ಅದು. ನಾವು ಜೊತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕುಂತು ಮಾತಾಡೋದಾಗ ಕೇಳಿದಿನ ಸರ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹಂಬಲ್. ಈ ಸೆಡ್ ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಅನ್ಸಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ ಸಿನ್ಸಿಯರ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ನೌ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್. ಜರ್ಮನಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಯುರೋಪಿಯನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಯಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಜಪಾನಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. That too, they book 6 months to 1 year earlier to stay here. Next, she is Dr. Litti Viraju. She is my student in our college in Badami. She has completed MD Swastruta in Kotekal. Now, after completing Swastruta, she is doing yoga online classes. Online classes. She is not into college. She has got her own setup. She does yoga and pranayama and lifestyle, diet and lifestyle consultation. And even she teaches yoga to and patya to foreigners online. See, Ayurvedic postmortem care, Brahmari pranayama. So this is about Swastruta, and she is 2003 student of our college. Namga alumni, nam student. After completion of BMS in Bangalore, she has completed masters in clinical nutrition and dietetics. ಇವತ್ತು ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಫೋಕಸಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆಹಾರ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ. ಉತ್ತರಹಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 2003 ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಕಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. She has treated almost 9,000 patients with this. Only clinical nutrition and dietetics. So these are the areas, opportunities where we can think of. ಈಗ ಯಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಈಗೇನ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಮುಗಿಸಿ ಈಗ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಟೇಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ವೆಲ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್, ಆಯುರ್ವೇದಿಕ್ ಕಾಸ್ಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಕೇರ್, ಇದಂತೂ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ವೆಲ್ನೆಸ್ ಹಬ್ಸ್, ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಟೈ-ಅಪ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟಿವ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್, ವೇರ್ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, they need counseling, repeated counseling because of stress and strain. Psychologically, they will be disturbed to reach the target and all those. So, for preventive health, we can go and do this corporate programs. Wellness centers, Ayurveda psychotherapy. This is very important. Please, I request all youngsters, especially, to cultivate this habit of counseling. Digital Ayurveda and telehealth. Some of our Ayurvedic teachers, like Samudra sir and all those, they teach to foreign students once in a month, 2 hours, 3 hours, like this. So this is digital Ayurveda, we can make it. This is an example given in Hyderabad regarding, see, this is the banana leaf. It can be used in various ways. And this idea was given by one girl, 9th class girl, school going girl. In that incubation center, now, yes, initially that prototype was made, small beginning, one day ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾಡಿ, now it is a business of more than crores. But that small idea of that school going girl studying in 9th standard. So this is one, you can Google it out afterwards. Rasendra Rasashala in Hyderabad. Rasendra Rasashala, Hyderabad. Maximum they manufacture associates, Kupak Varasanas, all Basmas, and they make associates. And he is the only doctor there. consultant, chief consultant, and other two employees. Everything is automated, electrically controlled. ಯಾರು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಫಾರ್ಮಸಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾವು ಹೋಲ್ ಡೇ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಫಾರ್ಮಸಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಬ್ಬರೇ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್. ಅದು ಏನು ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಎತ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತೆಗಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಜಿಟಲಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ಡ್, electrically. And even they have prepared bottles. See, when you make Kupipakko Rasayanas, we need to break the bottles after the preparation. But here they have made steel one. So there is no breakage at all. They will have a screw there, they will remove the screw, take the medicine, and once again they screw it, bottle is ready for next preparation. And this is Gandhaka Shodhana. This is Gandhaka Shodhana, which is tilted with that belt and it rotates. So this is Bhavana given. So this is a Bhavana process, and this is Gandhaka Shodhana. Here also there is a mesh, and they put the button, and it will dissolve all those things, and it will drop, ooze it, dugdha, drop by drop, and they will collect it. And this is improvised design of Dupane Yantra. Recently, we have done in our college. One of my colleague, Dr. Kiran, has from Kaichik department, has done this, where it is used for Dupana karma in case of wounds with all Kriminashaka Aushadas. And it is giving a good, because we had one patient of maggots recently, and we, after the treatment, we managed with this Dupana procedure, with this yantra. Okay, some ideas to take up. Eranda patra, cabbage leaves, patches for pain relief. ಈಗ ಮೊಣಕಾಲು ನೋವು ಎಲ್ಲೇ ನೋವು ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಪೇಷಂಟ್, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಏರಂಡ ಪತ್ರ ಪ್ಯಾಚಸ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಸ್ಕಿನ್. Okay, we need to prepare small 4 inches patch, like analgesic sprays, Ayurvedic analgesic sprays. Soaps and shampoos already we are doing in our college and distributing to students with Nalpa Maradi Taila, Pinda Taila, and Ajadugda as a base. We are doing it. And dietary industry according to Prakriti, this is very much important and getting very much importance in especially metros, tier 1 and tier 2 cities. Dietary industry, ಪಥ್ಯ is ಎಲ್ಲರ ಕಡೆ ರೊಕ್ಕ ಐತಿ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ತಿನ್ಬೇಕ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. That's the problem. According to their Prakriti, they don't know what to consume and how much to consume. So keeping that in mind, Sharira Vastu, we need to understand, that is Prakriti. And can you prepare Kashaya in cough and acidity?
ನನ್ನ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. There was a disturbance. Yes, sir.
Okay. Continue ಮಾಡಲಾ ಸಾವಿತ್ರಿ ಅವರ?
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Please, sir. It's going very nice, sir.
Okay. Like Kesha caps for hair fall, Eranda patches for headache, as I told earlier, Shatavari pads for lactating mothers, Nirgundi Patra Lepa for cough and knee pains, rings, Hindala ring hakul bitter. Can you reintroduce those rings according to the nerve endings? Ayurvda for menstrual problems. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಉಡ್ದಾರ ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಉಡ್ದಾರ ಏನು ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಲೋವರ್ ಅಬ್ಡಾಮಿನ್ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಮೆನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೆನಾರ್ಕೆ ಏಜ್, in school going girls and all those. So can we throw some light on this? And most importantly, Dravya Rahita Chikitsa, Adravya Bhuta Chikitsa should be taken up. That is a counseling. And for our Ayurveda doctors, these are the areas where we can do. Sole proprietorship, that is one member, one person company, partnership, limited liability partnerships, and private limited. So these are the areas where we can do this. And this interesting fact, from quarry to pearls, ಗದಗ to turn abundant site to thriving pearl farm. ಇದು ಬಹುಶಃ ನಮ್ಮ ಗದಗಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ಲಕ್ಕುಂಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಆ ಕ್ವಾರಿ ನೋಡಿ ಸುಮ್ ಕುಂತು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಪರ್ಲ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಕಲ್ಟಿವೇಶನ್. ಇಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ 160 rupees, basically 60 rupees, and the company will buy for 200 rupees for one pearl. And chemically, all these are used, basically they're calcium carbonate. Right? So this is one idea. And this is our own alumni, Ayurveda Research Center, Prakash Rakkasgi, and proud is my classmate. See, he single-handedly does all these medicines. See all the instrumentations. He single-handedly does this. And he distributes medicine for almost up to Bangalore, Mysore, he distributes the medicine. So this is one area where you can take up Ayurveda and Jyotisha. Nowadays, science has advanced so much, and even proportionately belief in Jyotish is also evolved. So this we can take up. As I said, global online trainings, digital Ayurveda and telemedicine can be taken up. Ayurveda tourism. If anybody is residing in any of the nearby tourist places, Ayurveda tourism can be taken up. Cosmetology is evergreen branch, especially for girls. As a matter of interest, I'll tell you, ಇಳಕಲ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಲೇಡಿ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಏನಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ಸ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಮುಕ್ತ ಅಳಿ ಹತ್ತಿದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಲೂಮ್ನಿ, ಗದಗ ಅಲೂಮ್ನಿ. ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೀ ಫಾರ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಹೈದ್ರಾಬಾದ್. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಈಗೇನು ಕಾಸ್ಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಶಾಂಪೂ, ಸೋಪ್ಸ್, ಫೇಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್, ಹೇರ್ ವಾಶ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್, ಇಳಕಲಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಪಾರ್ಲರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನ್ನೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So this is one small example I'm giving you. And this is Ayurvedic writing and content creation. Now this is important, genuine content. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಪ್ಲೇಗಿಯರಿಸಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕೃತಿಚೌರ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ನೇ ನಾಕ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಜೆನ್ಯೂನ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪಂಚಕರ್ಮ ಡಿಟಾಕ್ಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್. So if anybody is connected with any labs, you can take up this. So it can be like this, product based and service based. And skill development, artificial intelligence based pulse diagnosis, startup like Nadi Tarangini. Nadi Tarangini instrument costs 8,000 rupees. ನೀವು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟೆಥೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಇಟ್ಟಂಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಯಾವುದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಗೆ ಪಥ್ಯ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ 8,000 rupees. Then Ayurveda genomics. Now this is gaining importance. Personalized medicine. As we know, Prakriti is different, so everybody is different individual. So everybody requires different kind of protocol. So this we need to understand. And advanced automated therapeutic emissions. ಈಗ ಗಮನ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅವಾಗ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಕಟಿಬಸ್ತಿಗೆ ಆಟೋಮೇಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಟೀಮ್ ಜನರೇಟರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. And this is one information I was very much surprised to know. Kadamba Institute of Nanotechnology for Drug Delivery. All these are herbal drugs they extract in the form of nanotechnology. And this is the startup of Sirsi XMP. See, Anant Kumar Hegdeji. It is his dream child. He started this in Bangalore. So now you name it, that process, that product is there with the help of nanotechnology. So these are some courses in entrepreneur skills in Ayurveda. ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಗೋಲ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಈಗೇನ ಗಿರೀಶ್ ಸರ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಥಾಟ್ so that I can sow in your minds, which can develop further. Our goal should be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, reliable, and time bound. For example, I can do rehabilitation center with physiotherapy in 3 months. 3 ತಿಂಗಳದಾಗ ನಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಐತಪ್ಪ. Yes, this is specific goal. There is a thin line of demarcation between goal and dream. Dream is also same, but the only difference is dream has no time bound, but goal comes with a time bound. That's the only difference. And with this, I thank the organizers of Millennium Batch and our President Irana Servicer for giving me this opportunity to share